Well, hello guys. How's everybody doing today? Great to see all of you here today for another insightful live content. Right. So when it comes to manifesting, right, getting the things that you desire in your life, it's all about the entanglement. Entanglement is basically having whatever it is that you want, create a communication line with it so it can be attracted to you, so you could experience it, right? So entanglement occurs on a couple levels. First, it occurs on the quantum level, where it's automatically connected to you. And then this is the most important part of manifesting. You have to get the biology of your body in alignment with whatever it is you are manifesting, or whatever it is that you're wanting. Your body have to match the frequency. The body has to get to the vibration have to take you to the frequency. So it's all about your biology and your emotions. You know, your emotions are things that you pick up. So technically people think, oh, I have emotions, I have a lot of emotions. No, you experience emotions, you pick them up. They're always going through you. So anytime you have fear, the doubt, or the worry, it's not something that's inside of you. It's just something that you are vibrating towards. It's a frequency that you're picking up. So the biology is your body, or your physiology. You have to get your physiology in alignment with what you want to manifest. How does that work? Well, it's your nervous system. You have to get your nervous system calmed down. Okay? You have to get your mental aspects in line with whatever it is you're manifesting. If the body is not in alignment, then the mind it's going to be difficult for the mind, because the body is what you use to experience your manifestations, right? Your hands, right? Your eyes, your senses, get stuff. That's how you experience what you want. So you have to get that biology impact. And so what is the best way to get your biology impactful to manifest what you want? Practice and repetition. Now, since to give you a clue, it's about your emotions. Emotions are energy in motion. There's a lot of emotions you can put out, but the emotions that you really want to put forth in manifesting is a peaceful state. It's the type of emotion that it's like you're flowing with everything around you and within you. See how that works? That's how the manifestation process works. So someone wants to manifest something really, really fast. If your biology is in tune, you will manifest it really, really fast. If your nervous system is in a state of neutrality, or it's a peaceful state, you can manifest things really, really fast. However, if you're in fight or flight, if you're in resistance mode, yes, it will take you a lot longer to manifest something, because you're setting up a resistance with your biology, your body. So in entanglement, what you want is already yours on the quantum scale, right? But you have to get the body in alignment to experience it in the physical scale. So it takes two things to occur to manifest. So many of us, the best way to manifest something is to walk around and pretend like it's there, and believe it in a state of knowing it, like know it's coming, and just walk around in a delusional state as if it's already here. It's like you're preparing for something you know is coming. So you're not in a more doubtful state, you're in a more expectation state, you're in a more open and cool state. It's like the analogy I would like to use is like somebody calling you and telling you, hey, I'm mailing off this thing for you. And just by them telling you they're mailing off this thing, I'm mailing off this money, I'm mailing off this success for you, when you hear that on the phone, you relax. It's that type of state you have to be in. So you have to pretend like the universe, or whatever, however you got to do it, the universe called you and says, hey, your jackpot win is on the way, your success, your health is on the way. I mean, that's literally how it works. We have to use it in a human concept. As human beings, if you think about it, if someone called you and say, hey, I got that thing mailed out for you, how are you going to react? Leading up, if you say, hey, I got this thing I'll mail it out sometime this week, but I can't give you a definitive day when it's coming, but you will get it. How are you going to react during that time? The next day, I'm sure you're not going to be in a tight, worrisome state. You're going to be in kind of a relaxing. You're actually preparing for what's coming. So if he says, I'm sending you some money, you start preparing. Okay, this is what I'm going to buy. This is what I'm going to change. You see, you start preparing because you're saying to the universe, it's already here. That's the biology of manifesting. So now your body and the cells they bought into that. So what they do, they send a vibration. A vibration now is more elevated. And the vibration they send is something that you already have. Because remember, the body is controlled by the subconscious. The subconscious is illogical, so is your body, because your body responds to the unconscious. Your emotions respond to that. So now if you have a vibration that is yours, you take yourself to a frequency where that particular event or timeline is already occurring. And since it's occurring there, and you're here, and everything is all here all at once, then there's no other option, no other choice but for you to experience it, because you're the only conscious observer here. If you're observing it, aware of it, it has no choice but to show up. Everything in our life that we constantly focus on must show up to us. That's the name of the game. We do it every day. I call it rendering. Whatever you look at, whatever you think about every day the most, one day you must experience it. That's it. That's how it is. Listen, people experience more of what they don't want than what they do want, and they do it fast. You know that, right? People manifest at lightning speeds what they don't want more than what they want. And you know why they do that? Biology is because their body, their brain is wired to a frequency of that reality. Their vibration is stuck, or it's not stuck, but it's in a pattern that is kind of low. When it's low, you're going to meet those type of frequencies where you don't want. So that's why people tend to manifest more bad luck, negative situations at lightning speeds. But you can do the same thing for positive stuff. It's the same principle. If you change the biology, adjust the biology, which is my thoughts, my emotions, my expectations, and you practice that every day, every night, which whatever you visualize in affirmations, you are changing the biology. Your vibration will slowly start to elevate, and when it starts to elevate, it's looking for a new frequency, the frequency that have that reality. You know, and remember, in quantum physics now, it says that there exist many worlds. It's called the many world interpretation. It was a physicist named Hugh Everett proposed this, that there are many worlds, and in each of these worlds, every possible outcome or version of you exists. And these worlds exist in frequency pattern. They are in a different dimension or frequency where we can't physically inhabit them because we're already in a particular frequency. However, we are connected telepathically, consciously. Consciousness is connected there. So the information, we can stream it from that particular frequency. We can download the information from there. When we download the information from there, we render it here. So we can take information and render it here, and it pops in and it transmutates and becomes the physical reality of that world. Well, why can't you do that? That sounds impossible. Well, if you understand anything about physics and reality, you'll see that it's not impossible, because reality itself is malleable. It's a bunch of energy and frequencies. It's a hologram. They call it a simulation. It's pattern recognition. It's energy, transparent, and at speeds. The one thing that makes your world physical is speed. The faster a particle, a molecule vibrates, the more it appears dense and physical. That's all it is. It's the rate at which these particles are jumping up and down, the rate at which they are spinning up, spinning down, the rate at which they pop in and out of different dimensions. That's what gives you the illusion of a real world. But it's all the same. It's one in the same. There's no difference, no separation. It's just how you interpret it with your brain. If you get that, you become unstoppable with matter, because then you will have no doubt. That's correct. So that's why when you manifest in something, repetition is the key. The reason you're doing repetition, remember now, Everything is already manifested in the mental plane. There's nothing to you don't have to do anything in the mental plane. It's there for you already. You just have to prepare your body to experience it in the physical plane. So you don't want just the mental plane. The mental plane is the beginning of it. The physical plane is the ending, or the culmination of experiencing it. So what we're actually doing, we're actually preparing our biology, our physiology to experience what's already in the mental plane. This is why repetition is key, because when you're doing repetition, you're not doing it in the mental plane. The mental plane don't need repetition. The minute you think of something in your head, it's already existing in the mental plane, in the quantum. So what you want to do, you want to get it from there to here, right? That's repetition. Repetition is the process of training the biology, the body, the brain, to recognize the frequency in the mental plane. When it recognizes the frequency in the mental plane, it locks onto that frequency and transmutes it to your physical plane, where you get to walk, talk, touch it, whatever, where we get to experience our desires. So you really have to prepare before you get it. This is why, you know, I see a lot of teachers, they talk about you have to act as if. We talk about fake it till you make it. This is the concept of it, because this is how the world, this is how manifestation works. It goes from mental to physical, and you get to experience it. And for you to experience something, you have to act like it's already in your field, in your reality, so that your body can tune into the senses to interpret it, so that you can render it as a physical thing. Yep, you call it the law of assumption. Assume it's already there, expect it's already there. It's all the same thing when we talk about it. When people talk about, you know, it's, you know, act as if, feel as if, assume it's already yours, expect it. It's all the same principle. It's all tied to quantum physics. It's all tied to entanglement. It's all tied to superposition, and it's all tied to what they call collapsing the wave. It's all the same thing. It's just basically saying that it's already yours. It's all, everything exists first in the mental, and then we have to tune our bodies to experience it in the physical. That's all it's telling you. It's not telling you got to go out and figure out how to manifest or create that. There's nothing to create. It's already in the mental. The thing you have to figure out is tuning your body to experiencing the right frequency. That's the act of repetition. This is where the subconscious plays in a major role in rendering your reality, because the subconscious is the only part of our consciousness, or our minds, that title or job is to make physical reality our experiences. Not in our conscious mind. In our regular minds, we cannot do anything. We cannot alter, we cannot collapse reality, we can only observe reality. Only in the unconscious you can alter reality, you can collapse reality, you can shift reality, you can experience infinity in there. All that occurs in the unconscious part of our consciousness, our mind. And this is where we have to live. This is where we have to spend the predominant amount of time. We have to be there. And this is why it goes to the next topic here. A lot of teachers, they'll tell you you have to be present, be in the moment. Well, what they're telling you in layman's terms is you have to live with your subconscious mind as much as possible. That's all they're telling you. If you're in the present, you're in the home of creation, of manifestation. If you're out of the present, you are away from your desires and your manifestation. So the present moment is very key in manifesting. And the present moment is very simple. Every single person is always in the present. You can't escape the present. You're always there. When you think of something, you think of it, you're thinking of it now. So it's not the fact that you're not in the present, it's just the fact that you're being distracted from the present. If your attention is not there, it won't occur. And the reason why is because here's the next thing about this stuff. It's our attention that renders our reality. So if I look at something and I focus on it, I'm rendering it. But if I get distracted from it, I de-render it. It goes back into the collapsed state. It goes back into a wave. See, I move my attention, it disappears completely. Now my attention is on something else, I'm rendering that. So the present moment is about the attention. So a lot of us, we are automatically in the present, but we are distracted from the present. Now the question is, what distracts us from the present? Unfortunately, it is our own mind, our conscious mind. The the number one problem that distracts us from the present is the concept of time. Isn't that funny? The present is eternal. There's no time, yet time still distracts us. What's going on here? Well, what's going on here, in our conscious mind, human beings, we made up a different form of time. We made up a lie time, a not true time, a fictitious time, a fraud time. We develop linear time, which doesn't coincide with present moment time. So our minds get clashing. In one of our minds, we are always thinking about the future and the past, but think we are always doing it in the present. So you can't escape the present, but we can distract ourselves from the present. When you distract yourself from the present, you're out of alignment to manifest what you want. So if you want to come back into the present, spend less time thinking about the future and the past, and spend more time observing, appreciating, flowing with what's happening in the now. Another way you can get into the present moment, you can actually use linear time against itself. You can do a default state or a trick state to manifest. What you can do, you can use the same mechanism that's distracting you from the present to put you back in the present. And you can think about, if you think about more of what you want in your mind, in the future's tense, if you can see yourself as yourself in the future being successful and all that stuff, that actually places you back in the present. But if you think of yourself in the future as dread and the negativity or the worst scenario, it actually distracts you from the present. So why it's the same thing, Mark? I'm thinking about the same thing in the future. What makes the difference? The difference is the vibration. If my future is doom and gloom or the worst, my vibration is low. If my future is prosperous, optimistic, good, my vibration is high. If my vibration is high, I'm looking for a frequency that matches my vibration. That frequency now becomes my new present moment. You following? See how this stuff works? Capiche? Hi. So, once you understand this and you implement it, meaning that you make it your way of life, it occurs. The next thing you gotta understand, people, once you get into enlightenment, awakeness, this is a way of life now. This is how it's going to be until you exit and go to another dimension. So you got to get in your head that the stuff you're doing, it's not a fad. You cannot get into your head, I'll just do this till I manifest that. No. This is life. This is a lifestyle. Correct. So most people, when they become spiritually awakened, they're thinking, oh yeah, I'll just raise my vibration, I'll get this money, and then I'll ride off in the sunset. You're going to lose it again. You have to adjust and make it a lifestyle. It becomes a lifestyle when the brain has been rewired. Okay? All right. Sometimes, let's see. Yes, lifestyle, joyfully. Mark, your Facebook group is so active and full of lotto success stories. You really ain't fake. This is real deal people. Yes, it's because the reason why I'm not fake and this stuff is not fake is because I'm teaching you the principles of how reality works. See, there's one thing, you know, you can't fake the truth, man. You can disguise it, you can delay it, but you can't fake it. So it's gonna come out because people are gonna do this stuff, and then when more people apply it, they're gonna tell other people about it. They're gonna tell other people about it. Other people going, hey, da, da, da. So word gets around. So people aren't stupid. So they know when something is real or when it's fake, because what do people want? People want results. That's what we matter. We're manifesting for results. We're not manifesting because it's cool and it's a nice idea. We're manifesting because we want to change our life. We want results. We want to see that what we're doing is working. There's authenticity, exactly. So once you apply those things, then you can do anything, just like the lottery. You know, the lottery groups I got there. Yeah, you can win all the time because it's the same principle for everything. You can get it for your special person, get it for the health, for your business, okay? You do that all the time. So when you are manifesting, I call it, so there's two things you got to understand. Here's another principle. When you're manifesting stuff, you got to get familiar with animate and inanimate. That has to become a daily language for you, because it'll help you manifest faster. You got to look inanimate and animate objects. Animate, consciously aware. Inanimate, not highly consciously aware. Animate, people. Inanimate, physical things, money, cars, homes, Those are the two spheres that exist on. Got it? So if you're going to do people, you got to go to animate. If you're going to do money, you got to go to inanimate. So you got to become familiar with those terms, because they manifest differently. Manifesting a person for our love and manifesting money is not the same principle. It's not going to work the same. If you're manifesting a special person, if you manifest in love, you have to put a little bit more energy, or you have to put a little bit more process into that. If you're manifesting money and stuff, that's the easiest thing to manifest, because the money and the lottery, those are very easy things to manifest, because they don't send you feedback. They only accept information. They don't give you back. They don't give feedback. People give feedback. So if you're manifesting a special person, that person can have free will to decide, yeah, I know you're manifesting me, but I'm not manifesting you. You're not going to get the person. Right? You can't make somebody like you if they don't like you. You can't force somebody to like you if they don't like you, right? So you have to find someone on the same frequency. So if you're manifesting a special person, that special person got to have an open mind for you. Then you match. So they're sending feedback. If you're manifesting money, there's no feedback. It's just coming towards you. If you're manifesting the lottery, there's no feedback. That's called an inanimate object. The consciousness level on an inanimate object is like 0 and a 1. The consciousness level on manifesting people are 3 and above. So you got to know that stuff if you're manifesting. Okay? So you have to. So these are things that you must learn to become a expert manifester, or a really good creator of a really good manifester of your reality. You got to learn these. They don't teach you this in school. They put this out in the Matrix. Don't put this out, but that's how it works. That's a lot of individuals you see that are really successful. They're mastering these stuff. They're either doing it unconsciously or they're doing it consciously. You're learning to do it consciously. So that's how it works. Your prime example, you can see it. Okay, if someone's born into wealth, right? If their family's wealthy, I'm just going statistically. Statistically, it says that person's life will be a lot better. He'll be wealthy. He'll get much opportunities his whole life. If a person is born in poverty, statistically says their life will be stuck with poverty. What's the difference? What's happening here? Both of them are doing it unconsciously. The person that's wealthy, their thoughts, their beliefs from their family is in their subconscious, so their subconscious makes them more wealthy. The person that's poverty, their thoughts and belief is in poverty, so it makes them more poverty. So the environment plays a role. Now, those people are manifesting unconsciously. Now, let's do consciously, where you can change it. So let's say a person's in poverty, and this person learns this teaching and learns this method. They now can take out from unconscious to conscious. So what they can do, they can change now. They don't have to be a statistic. They can go from rags to riches. What's the difference? They change the vibration and the pattern. They change the belief, and they change their biology. They rewire their brain to tune to a frequency of a new reality. Same thing for health. Health is the same process. You can do the same thing with health. You change the biology. What would it feel like for you to be healthy? What would it look like for you to be healthy? What will be different with you being healthy? That's repetition. Your biology changes. Your belief, you're healthy. You affirm, you're healthy. That's it. So this breaks the rule and the law that, oh, you're stuck. wherever you are, you're stuck. You got no connections. Now you know it's not true. They want you to believe you're stuck. They want you to believe that you can't change. But that's a matrix program. That's why you get out of the matrix. That's a low vibration program. So everybody can get and manifest whatever they want. It just depends on the person's what? Discipline. How disciplined are you to get what you want? How focused are you? That's all it comes down to. The people who are disciplined the most, the people who are focused the most, they always get what they want. The people who are less disciplined the most and less focused, they don't get what they want. That's point blank. So it comes down to, everything comes down to you. How bad do you want it? You can't want it too bad because then you get into attachment. How bad do you want it means that you already know it's yours and you're not worrying about it, so it's coming to you. That's what I mean by how bad do you want it. The matrix, how bad do you want it, means that, I gotta really want it, I gotta go get it. No, you're not gonna get it. The real truth is, how bad do you want it means it's already mine. I'm not sweating it. It's coming to me. I'm just gonna act in repetition. I'm just gonna keep giving the universe signs and signals of what I want, and the universe is gonna come to me and approach me. That's it. How bad? So you're actually making it want you now when you do that, instead of you wanting it. The next part of the game is, you just said a good thing. The name of the game is not you wanting it, it's making it want you. The more you make something want you, the faster it manifests. The more you want something, the faster it runs away from you. So your mindset is, everything wants me. So how do I adopt a mindset that everything wants me? By expecting and knowing it's already yours. By acting as if it's already yours. By faking it till you make it like it's already yours. That's how you make inanimate objects want you. Voila. See how it works? Speaking about the lottery, here you go. You can make the lottery want you. Here's the book. You can get it. Here's the book you should get. You should all have this book. Winning the lottery using quantum physics. Some of the principles I talk about here in this book. You can use it to win like I did. And here's the other one, the cheat code to mastering the game of life. Everyone should have these books. If you're on the journey to manifesting your best life, these are your two go-to books you must have. Get them at Amazon. Paperback, I'll put the link below. The Amazon link below. And also you can get into my one-on-one coaching, which is open to help you work with you personally to change your life by design. So the name of the game, really, then, you got to remember this. The name of the game is, you are not creating what you want because it's already there. All you're doing is designing. You're tailoring what's already existed to fit you. That's all you're doing. You are just going to the frequency to see and tailor it for your unique way so you can experience it. That's what it all comes down to. See how it works? Now you got some powerful knowledge to change and enhance your life, and use it so you don't lose it. See you next time.